Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. Digger again. We've got another story. This one is called Lost and Found. And this is written by Oliver Jeffers. Are you sitting comfortably? Let's begin. Once there was a boy. And one day, he found a penguin at his door. The boy didn't know where it had come from, but it began to follow him everywhere. The penguin looked sad, and the boy thought it must be lost. So they decided to help the penguin find its way home. He checked in the lost and found office, but no one was missing a penguin. He asked some birds if they knew where he came from, but the birds ignored him. Look, some birds are like that. The boy asked his duck, but the duck floated away. He didn't know. That night, the boy couldn't sleep for disappointment. He wanted to help the penguin, but he didn't know how. The next morning, he discovered that penguins came from the South Pole. But how could he get there? Look, he's reading a book that says where penguins come from. Can you see? He ran down to the harbour and he asked a big ship to take them to the South Pole. But his voice was much too small to be heard over the ship's horn. Can you see him? He's tiny. It's a big ship. So together, he and the penguin would row to the South Pole. The boy took his rowboat out of the cupboard and they tested it for size and strength. Look, doing lots of measuring. And they packed everything they would need, which was an umbrella. And together they pushed the rowboat out to sea. Good teamwork. They floated through the good weather and bad, when the waves were as big as mountains, until they came to the South Pole. Welcome to the South Pole. The boy was delighted, but the penguin said nothing. Suddenly, it looked sad again as the boy helped it out of the boat. The boy said goodbye and floated away. But as he looked back, the penguin looked sadder than ever. It felt strange to be on his own. And the more he thought, the more he realised he was making a big mistake. The penguin wasn't lost, he was just lonely. Quickly, he turned the boat around and headed back to the South Pole as fast as he could. But look what's happening, who's coming the other way? Around this iceberg. At last he reached the pole again, but where was the penguin? The boy searched and searched, but he was nowhere to be found. Sadly, the boy set off for home. There was no point telling stories because there was no one to listen except the wind and the waves. But then the boy saw something in the water ahead of him. Closer and closer he got until he could see. What's that? What do you think it is? The penguin! He's got his own little rowing boat. Look, what's he used to make his boat? The umbrella. And so the boy and his friend went home together, talking of wonderful things all the way. I got some other friends travelling with them as well, look. Brilliant. Thanks for listening again today, boys and girls. Take care, stay safe.